Hi, Debbie here, and today we are going to start exploring the Easter story. This session is all about Palm Sunday and the events that happened on that day. Are we ready for our first question?
Is it called Palm Sunday?
Brilliant question. What is Palm Sunday? Well, Sunday is a day when we celebrate the King, the Saviour arriving. It's a day that's often seen as full of joy. But what is joy really? Let's see if we can find out. Yes, I'm so happy! I've done another level! No, oh! I'm out of lives. I'm not happy at all.
Debbie, your parcel's just arrived for you.
Oh, parcels make me really happy. But this one's for you.
Oh.
It's been a really hard day. Do you know what would make me really happy? Chocolate. Oh, I feel sick. I don't feel happy at all.
Oh, Debbie, why are you so sad?
I just keep trying to find my joy, but nothing works. I eat chocolate and it makes me happy for a moment and then I feel sick. I win a game of Candy Crush and I lose the next one. I get a present and it's not even for me.
I think maybe you're just looking in the wrong place. Let's take Jesus, for example. He arrived in Jerusalem for the Passover on a donkey, and loads of people came out, shouting, "Hosanna!" and waving leaves and laying their coats on the floor.
Well, that sounds awesome. I mean, being centre of attention. You must have felt real joy in that moment.
No, I think you need to let me finish. This scene is often seen as one of joy and fun and lightness. But look at what was going on around it. Jesus was entering Jerusalem, knowing he was going to die. The people were shouting Hosanna, asking him to save them. Jesus was facing one of the hardest times of his life.
Well, that sucks. What's that got to do with joy?
Look, I think joy isn't really about moments or things. It's about being anchored to something that's bigger than ourselves, and knowing that that anchor will hold, even through the hard times.
So you're saying there's something different between joy and happiness? Like happiness is this short-term thing, like eating chocolate, but joy is deeper. It's knowing that God's got you no matter what. That's kind of cool. So Palm Sunday, it starts out as a day of great happiness. The Saviour had arrived, the King who was going to save them all. You could feel the celebration in the streets. But there's a big difference between happiness and joy, because what the people were expecting wasn't actually what they got. God had a bigger plan. And as the events unfolded, things changed quite a lot in that day. But before we move away from this idea of happiness and joy, I have a challenge for you. Let's see if you can survive the Don't Smile challenge. Hello, Debbie speaking.
Did Jesus show justice?
What a great question. Thank you. Let's see what we can find out about that one. We've been exploring justice all term. And on Palm Sunday, after this great moment of celebration, Jesus headed to the temple. And when he got there, something happened where he got quite upset. He was disgusted at people's behaviour because they were trying to steal from the poor. And he did something about it. So let's find out what happened after the joyous celebration.
Jesus was really excited. He was visiting his Father's house, the temple in Jerusalem, just like he did on every Passover. Only when he got inside, he saw something that really upset him. There were people selling all sorts of animals at really expensive prices. And then there were those selling currency so that they could line their pockets, asking for too much. Jesus was upset, disgusted, and angry. Those people were being dishonest and robbing people. So Jesus sent the people selling away and turned over the tables, sending birds flying. And then he taught the people. Is it not written, he said, that my house will be called a house of prayer for all nations? But you have made it a den of robbers.
Good morning, Debbie here, bringing you the latest news. We are going to report on an incident today in the temple. Jesus, normally known for his compassion and love, seems to have given in to anger. Over to our roving reporter to find out more.
Hi there, I'm here with an eyewitness of the drama, Aaron, a merchant. Aaron, can you tell me what happened?
Well, it was like any other day, really. I went to the temple, I set about my work, I sell animals for sacrifice in exchange for money. Anyway, Jesus came in angry and threw the tables over. He was out of control. There were animals everywhere, oxes and doves flying around. It was chaos.
What do you think led to the outburst?
He was accusing us of being thieves, turning his house of prayer into a den of thieves. It was outrageous, really.
Thank you, Aaron. As you can see, there has been chaos at the temple. But let's find out from one more eyewitness.
I have Sally here. Sally, can you tell us what happened from your point of view? It's about time someone called the money changers on their tactics. They make it so expensive to come and put things right with God. I'm not lucky enough to own my own cattle, so I have to go to the money changer to get sacrifice. It's gotten out of hand. They charge so much. Jesus was right to call them on it. Someone had to. God's house was never about making money. It was about connecting with God. Jesus was not out of control. He was cleaning God's house out of sin on the doorstep. Do you not think knocking over tables and driving animals out of God's house is an act of anger? Oh yes, but not all anger is bad. His motives were good. He was addressing a problem, and he was not aiming to hurt anyone. If anything, I thought he was rather controlled. Sometimes we need to feel empathy and act for those who cannot do it for themselves. I, for one, am thankful. Well, there you have it. Jesus was cleaning house, But was he right? I'll leave that up to you.
Well, folks, you heard it here first. Jesus continues to cause a stir. I can't wait to find out what happens next. So in my Sunday sessions at church, we've been exploring how emotions like disgust and anger, when used well, can change the world. When we feel upset by something that's happening in the world, and we control our anger and disgust so that we can change the world, amazing things can happen. So I'm going to leave you with a question today. Do you think Jesus showed justice? Why not have a little courtroom drama of your own to find out if you think Jesus showed justice? So also in your packs is a palm cross for you to take home to remind you of all things Palm Sunday, but also a sheet so that you can create your own palm cross. Have fun, and I'll see you for the next session.